Yo, yo, yo. All right. So last week, late last week, I did a video on Tupac's birthday, pretty much titled Reasons Why Tupac is God to Niggas. If you haven't seen the video, go check it out. I think it's pretty interesting, pretty good. I give some valid points as to why we look at this dude as one of one of the, if not, the best rapper, entertainer, black man, period, who's ever walked the face planet of the earth. But what I want to know, what I want to know is there's lots of stories. People are making people are making lots of YouTube content about Tupac Shakur, and we've seen everything and heard all the stories from what happened that night at the MGM Grand Casino when they stomped dude out. Leading up to his death, we heard about stories about what happened, different takes on what happened that night at Quad Studios when he got shot the first time. Stories on who if he was set up, who it was, who it involved. We heard countless of stories on Puffy, countless of people come out, talked about situations and everything like that. We've heard many millions of stories that happened throughout the timeline of Pac's life. But the one story that I haven't heard yet that I so badly would love to hear if this dude is still alive is the story of the dude that Tupac pretty much saved his life that night, which pretty much also adds to the greatness of this man, of Tupac Shakur. So for those that don't know, for like the youngins who don't know, Generation Z and stuff like that, one night in California, I forgot what city, I think it was in Oakland, but one night in California, Tupac was driving along in the back of a car. I think he was in the back of a limo or something like that. But they were coming across. Tupac seen from the car. They was driving along, just minding their own business, going to wherever destination they were going to. And Tupac seen this black dude being harassed and beaten, getting beat up by two white dudes. This man took it upon himself to pretty much help out, try to help this black man in the situation. Pulled out the strap, pulled over. They pulled the car over, and he opened the door and start letting off shots. Lo and behold, he had no idea how this situation and that interaction of that night was going to evolve into something big. Lo and behold, it happened to be two undercover police officers who were pretty much who knows what they were doing to the black dude because they were in plain clothing. They didn't have any identifier clothing, anything like that. And they were off the books, like they weren't even working at the time. So pretty much they was harassing some black dude. So who knows what that situation was about? Which is why I would love to hear the story from that man, the black man who they was beating up that night, or what was going on, why did that happen, why they were harassing you, because who knows how deep that shit was. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. It could have been anything. It could have been like, drug deal gone bad between the two officers, them not getting a payoff, or it could have just been your average drug traffic stop. Who knows? But I want to hear that story, and just to and because in the midst of everything, when everything was happening, I'm pretty sure dude didn't even know that it was Tupac who was pretty much helping him out, saving his life. While he's trying to shield himself behind the car door and letting off shots and everything like that, and given the distance that he was away from, shooting at them, you can't. I don't believe there's no way he could see, especially if he was the one being beaten and everything like that. Probably once the shot started to start to go, he took cover and everything like that. So I don't believe that he had any idea who the person was that night that just happened to randomly help him out, give him some help. I would love to hear this dude's side of the story. Like, we hear all these stories from everybody else who's interacted with Tupac throughout his timeline of his life, depending on what situation that they're talking about, what event that they're talking about. But this story right here, like we've never heard this. which makes me which makes me think, is dude still alive? Because if he's still alive, bro, please, man, please come to YouTube. I want to hear your side of the story, what happened that night and why you were being harassed, why the cops are beating you up. And now that you know the outcome of the situation, who it was that, pretty much saved your life, like, how do you feel about that? Like, like, what do you think about a major rapper, entertainer, actor taking upon himself, risking his life for yours? That's what I'm saying. Pac was a real, god damn, they killed the wrong dude, bro. Shit, this nigga was too real for niggas, bro. This man was too real for niggas, bro. Y'all understand? What rapper is doing that? What rapper today, or even back then, what rapper's gonna risk their life to do some shit like that, my nigga? Pop, man, damn. Every time I get into deeper the thought in one of his stories, bro, just listen to his music, I just get upset because they took one of the realest niggas that ever walked planet Earth out the game, man. This shit hurts, bro. But I want to hear that man's side of the story. That would be a real interesting interview. You know what I'm saying? That's like the one story that, like, we're hearing all this other stuff, all these other people coming out talking about Pac and this and that and whoop whoop and what happened in this situation and that situation and Haitian Jack and him had beef and what happened between that situation. He really set him up and all this. We heard millions of stories, but we've never ever heard that story. And that was like a big, when that went down, that happened to be, it was huge. It turned out it went to be huge because he ended up suing the city and everything, and ended up winning pretty much a lawsuit against the city, which pretty much gave him a more mark on his back that made the police really hate him. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, dog, man. Pac was one of the realest, dog. It was like he was kind of like marked for death after that situation, because after that, that's when he just stayed in court. The police stayed on his ass. They just stayed fucking with Pac. They hated Pac too. And add to the fact that his last name is Shakur. Like, you got a Shakur doing this. The Shakur's been putting work in on the police for ages. You know what I'm saying? So they just like, bro, I want to hear that story. I want to hear if this man has any gratitude towards Tupac for his saving, taking upon himself to save his life. What rappers is doing this today? What rapper y'all know today would willingly risk their life, risk the money that they had, the work that they put in, risk their careers to save another black man's life, just because they minding their business and something that doesn't even have nothing to do with them. They just minding their business one day, rolling down the street and they and they exotic and they Lambo and they Ferrari or whatever, see something going down on the street and decide to say, "Oh shit, that ain't right. That's fucked up, man. Let me give them some help." Ain't nobody doing that these days, man. Ain't no rappers risking their life. Nobody, no, you've never ever heard of a rapper entertainer ever do that, ever. We've never heard it. We've never heard it. We've never seen it, other than Tupac, Amuro, Machiavelli, Shakur. Damn, man. Rest in peace to one of the greats. This dude was monumental, gigantic, Goliath in the game. I hate the fact that he's gone, dog. I really do, man. It sucks, because who knows where he would have been today. The level he would have he would have, been today. What he would have been doing. It was a must they got him out the game. That's all I want to say, man. I'm not gonna make this video all long and drawn out or nothing like that. I just want to point that out. But if I'm just a little channel, I'm a little peon on YouTube. So, whoever that dude is that Tupac saved, he probably will never see this video. Who knows? But I really wish somebody could get in contact with that dude and interview him about that night. I would love to hear what he got to say. For real. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.